Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to episode 835 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, we've got commentary on Bitcoin from BitBull Capital's CEO Joe DePasquale, and then we've got Q1 results from both Bitfarms and Stronghold Digital. Just before we get into the show today, though, a quick reminder that if you enjoyed this podcast, to please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. All right, so data from CoinMarketCap today indicates that Bitcoin is trading for roughly 30,000 USD at the time of recording. Joe DePasquale, the CEO of BitBull Capital, has provided some commentary to InvestorIdeas.com addressing Bitcoin's price prospects. Quote, "In line with our commentary last week, Bitcoin did indeed face downward pressure that saw it losing the $30,000 support, but it did not fall below the $25,000 level we identified. Expectations of a near-term bounce are still intact, but a proper reversal needs more buying activity. Bitcoin's recent low of around $26,600 was a decent buying opportunity for long-term exposure, but the coming month may bring additional volatility as more concrete steps by the Fed to fight inflation come to the fore." End quote. Bitfarms Limited, which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker BITF, has reported its financial results for the first quarter ended March 31st, 2022. Highlights include Q1 revenues of $40 million, a net income of $5 million, as well as the receipt and installation of over 11,000 miners in the quarter. Jeff Murphy, Bitfarms president and COO, said, quote, "We delivered another profitable quarter in Q1 2022, even with the decline in the price of Bitcoin, and revenues were up 42% compared to Q1 2021. We have grown faster than the Bitcoin network, as our hash rate at quarter end was 2.7 exahash per second, up 22% from December 31st, 2021. As of today, our hash rate is 3.4 exahash per second, representing about 1.5% of the market share." End quote. Stronghold Digital Mining, Inc., which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker SDIG, has shared its first quarter financial results as well as an operational update. Highlights include the mining of 438 bitcoins, achieving an average hash rate of 0.9 exahash per second, and the receipt of approximately 25,900 miners with total hash rate capacity of approximately 2.4 exahash per second. Greg Beard, the co-chairman and CEO of the company, said, quote, "Since we reported full year 2021 earnings on March 29, 2022, we believe that we have made significant progress on enhancing our operations, and we are executing on our goal of exceeding 4 exahash per second by the end of the year. Earlier in the year, Stronghold chose to de-emphasize growth to focus on capital discipline and financial flexibility, and recent operational and financial initiatives, including our recent issuance of the notes, have helped de-risk our funding needs despite recent volatility in cryptocurrency markets." End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss of investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available.